Hey, how's it going everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this really awesome no setup self-working style card trick that will definitely amaze all of your spectators. But before we get into it, I just want to announce the 5 winners of the recent Amazon gift card giveaway I've had on the channel for the past couple weeks in honor of reaching 350,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who entered. I'm going to be putting the 5 winning comments on the screen right now. If you are one of these 5 people, make sure to leave your email in the comment section below so I can verify it's you as the winning comment, and then I will take a screenshot of your email, then delete it right away and send you your $20 Amazon gift card. If you didn't win, do not worry. I will be having more giveaways on the channel in the future. Once again, thank you to everyone who entered, and now let's get straight into this performance. Okay, so this card trick works best with 2 spectators. So for the performance here, I'm going to pretend I have 2 with me, spectator A and spectator B. I would begin the trick by having one of them just shuffle the deck as much as they want. Once they're done shuffling, I would explain to both my spectators that for this trick, we are going to be using some coins. So I have some loose change with me, and I would first tell my spectators to split this change between them. Each spectator can take any amount of coins that they want to as long as they have taken all the coins. So you as a magician are going to be turned around for this part. You're not going to see how the spectators are dividing the coins between them. Once each spectator has taken an amount of coins, you're going to tell them to count the value of the coins that they have. So in this case, spectator A, they have 2 nickels and 3 pennies for a total of 13 cents. Spectator B, they have 1 dime and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pennies for a total of 18 cents. You're going to tell your spectators to memorize the numbers that they have because they're going to be very important. So spectator A would memorize the number 13 and spectator B would memorize the number 18. Once they have memorized their numbers, you as a magician, you can tell them to place the coins in their pocket because you do not need them anymore. You are going to turn around at this point. Your spectators have their numbers memorized and you're ready to continue with the trick. So you're going to tell your spectators that you're going to be dealing cards from the top of the deck and they are going to memorize the card in the position that relates to their number. So spectator A, their number is 13. They're going to memorize the 13th card, and spectator B is going to memorize the 18th card. Now, you're only going to be dealing the cards one time face up on the table, and you're obviously, you as a magician, you're not going to know your spectator's number, so you're going to deal more than half of the deck, to be sure to cover all the possibilities. So we're going to do this together, and we're first going to memorize the 13th, and then once we get to the 18th, we'll memorize that one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Spectator A is going to memorize the 10 of diamonds. Then we have that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The Queen of Clubs, that is the card your spectator, the other one right here, spectator B, is going to memorize. So the 10 of diamonds and the Queen of Clubs. And obviously, you as a magician, you're not going to know that. You're just going to be dealing, the majority of the deck here just so you can cover all of the numbers. At this point, once you have dealt most of the cards, you're going to place these back onto the deck, and you're going to tell your spectators to memorize their cards. And you as a magician, what you're going to do here is you're just going to make 2 different piles. So you're going to go ahead and deal some cards here just like this. Once you have dealt a couple piles here, you're going to explain to your spectators that you're going to be taking off cards one at a time like this from each pile, and you're going to tell your spectators to call stop when they see their cards. So spectator A would call stop when they see the 10 of diamonds. Spectator B would call stop when they see the Queen of Clubs. We're going to go ahead and deal the cards off just like this, and boom. As you can see, spectator A and spectator B would call stop at the exact same time because it seems that both of their selections appear at the same time from a completely shuffled deck. So guys, that is the card trick. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you want to learn how to perform this really cool no setup self-working effect, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance. Credit to Totally Magic for this effect. And now let's get straight into the tutorial. So this is a really awesome no setup self-working style card trick that is really not too difficult to perform. And the first thing you're going to do is take out some coins in your currency that have a value of 31. So in my case here in the United States, I have coins on the table that have a value of 31 cents. And the more coins you have on the table, the better. So you're going to want to take out, some low value coins. So in my case here, I have quite a few pennies. I have 2 nickels, which are each worth 5 cents, and then 1 dime, which is worth 10 cents. And then I have 11 pennies for a total of 31 cents. So the more coins here, the better. You can start off with these coins in your pocket. That is the best thing to do for this trick. You just start off with them in your pocket, and you're going to begin the trick by having your spectators shuffle the deck as much as they want. Once again, there is absolutely no order to the deck of cards, which is really cool. Now, but also just a quick note, guys, this trick does work best with 2 spectators because you are going to have 2 different piles of coins. But if you absolutely only have 1 spectator, it is okay. They're just going to have two piles of coins, and they are going to have a little bit more memorizing to do. It's really not too big of a deal, but like I said, it does work best with two spectators. Now, you're going to bring the coins here into play. You can just take them from your pocket. You want your spectators to think these are just completely random coins, but the value itself is not random. You have 31 cents in my case here on the table. Once again, whatever currency you have, it needs to be 31. Now, you're going to tell your spectators to split the coins between them in any way they want to. Your spectators truly can do this. You do not have to force them to have a certain amount in one pile and then the other. They truly can split them between them in any way they want to, just like this. Now, you as a magician, you're going to be turned around for this part. You do not need to see how your spectators are splitting the coins between them. The only thing you need to make sure is that you just clearly explain to them to take all the coins. You do not want to have any left there in the middle, or else the trick won't work. They do need to completely split them and take all the coins, because the two numbers need to add up to 31. So you're going to tell your spectators you're still going to be turned around for this part just to count up how many coins they have and memorize the number, which is the total value. So in this case, we have 10 cents plus 5, that's 15, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies for a total of 20 cents in this pile. That's going to be spectator A's, and then spectator B, they're going to memorize theirs. So obviously we'll know we have 11 here. We have 5, which is a nickel, then 6 pennies, which is 6 cents for a total of 11. Now, your spectators are going to memorize their numbers. You are not going to know the numbers. Each of your spectators, they don't even need to know each other's numbers. That does not matter. Now, once your spectators have memorized the numbers, they can just put the coins in their pocket. You do not need the coins anymore. Obviously, you're probably going to want them back after the trick, but during the trick, you do not need to see the coins or anything like that. You just tell them to place the coins in their pocket once they have memorized their numbers. We have 20 and 11. Just remember that in this case. Now, you're going to turn back around. You're going to tell your spectator that you're going to be dealing cards face up from the top of the deck, and they are going to memorize the card in the position that corresponds to their number. You need to make this clear, so you can give them an example and say, okay, if you're thinking of 5, if you had 5 cents, you would memorize the 5th card, and you'd go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They would memorize the 5th card in that case. So just make sure you make that clear to your spectator so there is no confusion. So we're going to go ahead and do this together. We have 20 and 11. We're going to go through and memorize the cards. So you can actually count out to your spectator as you're going here, just so it's not like an awkward silence or anything, and then they can clearly know which card corresponds to the position. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This spectator would memorize 8 of spades, and you're going to keep going. You're going to want to deal at least 31 cards, so just deal like 35 cards or something like that, just so you can cover all the possibilities, and so it doesn't seem suspicious to your spectator. So 11th card is the 8 of spades. We have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And this spectator would memorize the Jack of Diamonds, and you're just going to deal, like I said, more than 31 cards. You can deal like 3/4 of the deck, and you'll be good to go. So we have our cards memorized just like this. After you have dealt the cards, what you're going to do is just square them up and place them right here on the deck. You do not need to do anything suspicious. You just square up the cards, place them right here on the deck. You're going to tell your spectators and ask them if they have memorized the cards that were in their position that related to their number. Once they say yes, you're good to move on. Now, here's what you need to do. Your pile of cards here, you're going to tell your spectator you're going to make 2 piles in the deck. This is very important. You need to deal exactly 15 cards in this first pile. So you're just going to be talking to your spectator, counting off cards in your head, and you're just going to be making sure you have 15 here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, at this point, you're going to tell your spectators that you're going to be dealing off cards one at a time from the top of each of these piles, and they're going to call stop when they see their cards. Now, you're going to be taking off cards one at a time like this, and once again, wherever they see their card, you're going to tell them to call stop. Now, since this trick is self-working, and if you follow the steps correctly, you will see here that wherever you're dealing off cards like this, and once you get to the cards where they say stop, every single time both of them will be their selections, which is really cool. This is a totally self-working card trick. So we have the 8 of spades and the Jack of Diamonds, which were our cards for the tutorial here. Every single time it will work. And obviously it's going to be random depending on how many cards you're going to deal here. But at some point before you deal all these cards, you will end with both of your spectator selections appearing at the same time. It does have a very powerful effect. Your spectators will be completely confused because they could have, shuffled the deck any way they wanted to at the start of the trick. They could have taken any amount of coins in their piles, and it just seemed really impossible. So that's a trick. Definitely give this a try. Make sure you're clearly explaining the instructions to your spectators so there's no confusion in this trick. Rewatch any parts of the tutorial you need to in order to fully understand this one. It's pretty straightforward once you, get the steps down, and make sure you have a value of 31 for your coins. 31 is the key number for this trick. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.